What's up everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today just going to do a video, hopefully quick. My videos never seem to be that quick, but I digress already. Got a couple of mods, enhancements, again, however you want to refer to it, for the Hellcat. So this one is some more vinyl decals and that kind of stuff. So what I got here is, so got SRT lettering that goes on the top of the airbox. Also got the Hemi and the supercharged to cover the fuel rail covers on the motor, and these are the long bars that are also on the fuel rail covers. I had originally talked about possibly hydro dipping the fuel rail covers, and I mean, I thought about doing it myself. I actually spent money. I have a kit over here in the garage to do this, and I don't know, the more and more I watch the videos, it just seems like a ton of prep work, and you know, you got to go through all this nonsense of taping the film and waiting for the film to expand, and then activating the film, and then dipping the part, rinsing it, drying it, spraying it with a clear. So I think that what I might do is, I actually have another couple of vinyl decals that I want to order from this same individual. I'll also put this person's information. Got these off of eBay. Forget what the seller's name is. I think it's something like Hellcat Decals 16 or Hellcat Decal 16, something like that. Anyway, I'll put this information in the description for the video with a link to the stuff on eBay. This is actually supposed to be Go Mango vinyl. I haven't actually set it next to the car yet to see how close of a match it is. So that's back to the engine covers. So I was originally going to hydro dip them. I think that what I'm going to do is I may try wrapping them. Like I said on that one video, I showed that I did the hood latch insert. So I have a lot of the 3M carbon fiber vinyl wrap. I might just try wrapping them and see how that goes. Since I'm not that skilled at wrapping, who knows. But I did want to order a couple of other things from this guy, so I think that what I might do is put these on today as is on the motor, on the covers, just to see how they look. And when I order my other stuff, I might order another set. So long term, if I decide to go back to revisit the hydro dipping thing, whether I do it myself or I send them out to have them hydro dipped, or find someplace local to me and see if I can have them hydro dipped. But at least this way I'll be able to go ahead and put them on the car today, and you know, have that look that I'm looking for, you know, starting in the engine bay today. So that's one thing that came yesterday, and then here's the other thing that came. Obviously it's a box. I'm not sure that's too exciting, but I don't know if you can see on the video up there, see who it's from. Z Automotive. So no, it's not actually a taser or anything like that. I actually have that already. For the Hellcats, instead of getting the taser, I got the Burnbox. You know, the Hellcats already had performance pages and all that stuff, so there was no need to go with the full taser to get that stuff. So the Burnbox has the line lock. I think it does the light show, and you can actually turn on the fans when the car's off. You can turn on the fans to run the cooling system for the supercharger. So it allows you to be able to cool the car down quicker in between runs. So I'm looking forward to this. The only problem is my in one of my other videos I talked about the nationwide smart ride device. That's currently plugged into my OBD port until the end of March, so you have to stay tuned for videos of actually using the Burnbox, some burnout videos, that kind of stuff. But this is actually what I'm really excited about. So I don't know if anybody who has tasers out there, or even, you know, the Hellcat Burnboxes or whatever, you know, when I read what the instructions were for that, it kind of scared the hell out of me, because you got to hold this button and press this button and do all this other stuff on the steering wheel. And you know, then you know, for the line lock, that's what you have to do, and then to turn on the light show, you have to do all kinds of button presses on the key fobs and all that other stuff. So they recently started selling their auxiliary buttons. So these buttons are actually designed to replace the blank that's in the car for adaptive cruise control. So let me take you over and show you what I'm talking about here. So basically, you know, for people that have Hellcats, we're not able to get the adaptive cruise control. So this is actually a blank. I can't remember if this is a single piece or if it's multiple buttons. But basically, those buttons that Z Automotive sends, you can see they basically fit in here, and they look exactly the same as, you know, what's there from the factory. So the theory is that you're supposed to be able to put these in, and the factory, like if you take the car in for service, they're not supposed to be able to know that, you know, well, I mean, obviously they press them, they'll realize they're actual buttons, but you know, for the most part, they're supposed to look exactly like that. So shouldn't cause a whole lot of you know, suspicion from the dealer. So yeah, if you know, if you have Scat Pack or an RT or whatever, and you're using the taser, I think these buttons will actually work. But if you have adaptive cruise control, you obviously will lose the functionality that these buttons provide for the adaptive cruise control. Plus, to use them, you have to go into the taser or the Burnbox configuration software and actually reconfigure or remap certain functions to work with the different buttons. So if you have a car that has adaptive cruise control and you're willing to give up the buttons, I'm not sure how that would work. I don't know if you can override the car's programming for what those buttons do. But if you didn't get adaptive cruise control and this is a blank in your car, even if it's a Scat Pack or RT or whatever the case may be, I think that these buttons should work for the taser. Of course, you know, this is the first time I've had a Burnbox or a taser, so before you go buying these things, you know, if this is a blank in your car, before you go buying these things, you may want to, you know, just reach out to Z Automotive and make sure that, you know, you'll be able to use it for your car. And so what I'll do is, in a future video, I will try to show the install. This is supposed to be literally like a 5-minute thing. You use a plastic pry tool to pop this piece out, and then each one of those little buttons just snaps into the appropriate spot, and then the rest of it is all in the configuration software and that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to do an install today. I probably actually won't do an install until later, after the end of March, when I can take the Smart Ride device out of the OBD port. I don't see any point in putting these things in until I can actually do the reprogramming of the device and test it to see how well it works. So stay tuned for a video for that. Now what I want to do real quick is I do want to check to see if these stickers are close to matching the body color. So let's see here. That's pretty damn good. I don't know if that's going to come through on the camera all that well, but let me tell you what, that color is a really good match. I do want to see how it matches up against, since this doesn't come from Reflective Concepts. It looks like it's, oh shit, sorry, it looks like it's a pretty close match to the decals that come from Reflective Concepts too. So I'm actually pretty happy with how much it matches the body color. So we'll do that today. I don't know if I'll do an actual install video. There's plenty of videos on doing installs and stuff like that. What I might do is just do a quick video showing the finished product in the engine compartment. I have the light that I did in the other video hanging from the hood latch, and you can see how much it's lighting up the engine bay. So all in all, I think that's a pretty good light for 36 bucks. I went ahead and installed the decals. You can see, moving closer there for that one. Move in closer for this side. You can see some of the silver underneath of it. I don't know if that's a issue with the cutting of the actual decal, my installation. I'm going to say it's probably my installation. You can see here I had a little bit of a problem with the R. Anybody that's installed these kinds of decals where the vinyl is actually sandwiched between two layers of backing, you know, when I was doing the airbox one, every time I tried to peel the top layer off and leave the letter down, the letter wanted to come back up with the backing. So for these letters, I actually had to literally peel the letter off of the top layer and place them individually on the letters. And when I did the R, when I was trying to, you know, lay it out flat with a squeegee tool, it caught a corner and ripped it. So I'm going to contact the guy on eBay and see if I can get either just the R or a whole new decal or whatever. I don't know why it wouldn't release from the top backing piece. These ones seem to work okay. So I just wanted to, you know, show you guys the finished product. I decided not to, you know, do the hydro dipping, at least not at this point. I can tell you after doing these, the long strips are extremely difficult to line up for the whole length of the cover. And after doing this, I have a newfound respect for companies like JLT Performance and some of the others that are, you know, doing all of this stuff by hand, either painting the full, you know, cover and then going back and painting the letters and the stripes, or hydro dipping them and then doing the painting. Definitely have a newfound respect. As a matter of fact, at some point I might just buy you know, some rails or rail covers that are done by JLT. So there you go. That's the finished product. I am interested, you know, when you guys see this video, let me know in the comments, you know, what you think about you know, the look. I mean, I get that, you know, the decal might not be perfectly on the letter and there might be a little silver still showing through. I'm more worried about the actual look itself. I didn't want to go crazy with the Go Mango in the engine bay because there is so much of it already from, you know, the wheel fenders and the body panels. So I think this is a nice touch, but I don't know that I'm actually sold on it. I like the SRT on the box, the airbox. I am going to be ordering a charger for this. So I definitely like those, but the rail covers itself, I'm not really sure yet that I'm sold. So let me know in the comments what you think. And also, if you do this on your own car and you haven't actually taken these covers off yet, the passenger side comes off really easy. The driver side cover is actually a little bit of a pain in the ass because you gotta kind of finagle it from behind the reservoir there and from the oil fill tube. So this side, the driver side, is definitely a little bit more of a pain in the ass. So again, let me know what you think in the comments, and thanks for watching.